once I hit 40, just even turning to hug my son, put out my neck for like a week, and then, even turning and opening a drawer would, mess up my hips and I couldn't walk. I mean, it was getting kind of concerning, like what's going on. Maybe this spinal issue is a real thing. So, when she got diagnosed recently by Dr. Frank with scoliosis and said we need to do something, I thought, maybe this is my time to also jump on board and get evaluated. I had heard of Dr. Tony from my chiropractor and knew he was like a scoliosis specialist here, so I actually looked him up. So I ended up sending her films over to him and get an evaluation, and then he called me and we got the ball rolling and discussed both our cases.
I always have like headaches like throughout, like literally every day I'll like wake up with a headache, and like this treatment like literally helped that go away like so much. Like I haven't had a headache this whole week at all. And my mom could say the same because she always has headaches, and she hasn't had like any. It's like, that's like the one thing I've seen, like the one major thing I've seen that's like changed just from like, 3 days of being here, 4 days, like it was crazy.
One great thing about our type of care is that we are looking at function of the entire spine. Remember, we're not just trying to reduce the scoliosis at all costs, we're trying to restore function. So we look at the spine three-dimensionally. With her, she had some misalignments that were quite severe in her cervical spine that weren't actually right here where you think the scoliosis would be. But since we're looking at the spine entirety, we're actually reducing and improving her cervical spine, and this is now allowing that area to start function better, which is having a great impact on her headaches. In fact, that is why I became a chiropractor, because I was having severe cervical dysfunction, which was leading to my migraine headaches for that period of time. So I know exactly what that looks like for her. So by improving that scenario, she's starting to get results in that area while we reduce her curve. So we restore function and reduce the curve at the exact same time.
Just after a couple days of the traction and the neck, I feel so fluid. I feel like it's light. I feel like I used to always tell my husband, I wish he could just hold up my head sometimes just to carry the weight. It feels like a bowling ball in my head. This week it feels literally light. I mean, I feel so good. It's the best it's ever felt. I mean, as far as I can ever remember.
I'd say it's like really worth it because, I mean, now we got the x-rays back just from like these 4 days, and like it's changed so much. Like my curve was at 26 degrees and now it's at like 14 just in like 4 days, which is insane.
Now everything that she does for her home care and home rehab, it can be built on a solid or more solid foundation while improving the function of the spine. This intensive care is consistent of more than just one thing, meaning she's not just coming in and getting a chiropractic adjustment and walking out. We're doing therapy, we're doing rehab, we're doing traction, we're doing self-correction exercises, we're even using corrective bracing, we're using home therapy, home exercises, and all these things in combination is what makes the thing happen. It's all the ingredients that make it work well.
I feel like everybody here is like very personal. Like Dr. Tony, like you can tell when a doctor is just like trying to like get out of the room, like they just don't really like care, they just, but like Dr. Tony will like sit and he'll like adjust the brace if you need it to be adjusted. Like you could tell like he really actually cares about like fixing you and like getting you better and making sure that you're comfortable throughout the whole experience. Which is something that like I really appreciate as a patient because that's like, I don't know, I feel like being personal with like your patient is very important.